Alrighty guys, we're going to allow this stream to go ahead and load a little bit. I know there is a bit of a delay between Streamlabs and YouTube, so we will give it a while here. Let y'all start tuning in as well. We'll get started with the announcements here in about 30 seconds as we're waiting for folks to start tuning in. If you're coming tomorrow, drop a comment below. We're going to look forward to seeing you guys out there for the 3rd annual Easter Meg Hunt. And of course, as always, if you are new to the channel, we are glad to have you as well. Hopefully you can make next year's event if this was the first that you're hearing about the Easter Meg Hunt. Essentially what this is we go out and we plant fossils on the beach, something that we don't do on our tours, unlike some other operators. And this event is really special because we've got some incredible fossils being hidden down in the sand, and it's completely free. So we're really excited to be back with it. And in this video, we're going to be going over some of the key information for the Easter Meg Hunt. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started, and as you're popping in, if you're attending tomorrow, drop a comment below. So, the start time for tomorrow's event is going to be at 11 a.m. sharp. So, make sure you plan accordingly. We suggest getting there about 15 minutes early. Any locals know that traffic to Folly on some weekends can get pretty crazy. We've got beautiful weather for tomorrow, so I would anticipate being there between 15 to 30 minutes early just to make sure you find a parking spot. Our end time, it's, flexible as far as how long your child is going to be hunting, but we generally say it's going to be about till 1 or 1:30. Now, our location tomorrow is going to be at the 3rd Street West Beach Access. So, if you're unfamiliar with Folly and you need to put an address in your GPS unit, we recommend using 307 W Ashley Avenue, Folly Beach. South Carolina, of course, zip code 29439. Don't type out west. I've tried it on a couple of platforms and it'll send you to east for some reason. So just type W and that'll get you to where you need to be. From there, try and find some parking. We're going to get into traffic regulations here towards the end of the video. So we'll show you that here in a minute. We're going to be staggering the start times. So let's say you have a child in the 4 to 6 age group and also a child in the 7 to 12 age group. We're going to start 4 to 6 first. They're going to get some hunt time. After about 5 minutes of hunting on their own, we will allow one parent to go into the plot with their child, just really to help them out, of course, but we do want them to have some time on their own to see if they can make some cool discoveries without an adult helping them. So 1 adult per family, or per child, in the 4 to 6, and I will make the announcement as to when that's going to happen. Right after we allow an adult into the 4 to 6 plot, we will open up the 7 to 12, and it will be announced. So that way you can see the start time, the start of each of the plots, and then you can hopefully check in on them and go back and forth between the different groups. So when you get to the beach, obviously you need to check in, you need to get your welcome packet and your wristbands. So you're going to look, there's going to probably by that time be 3 tents on the beach. 2 of them are not ours. The one with the giant flag coming out of the top of it, really bright blue tent, that's us. And it's going to have fossil stuff around the side of it too, so it's hard to miss there. If you're bringing your tickets, make sure you have them printed out or you have them pulled up on the Eventbrite app. Only people who have pre-registered and have tickets are going to be able to participate in the event. We do not allow walk-ins. This is a completely full, sold-out event, and so if you're trying to squeeze in the day of, sorry, we can't let that happen. We do have a permit for the set number of people that we can get out on Folly, and we're going to be sticking with that. So we appreciate your cooperation with us there. If you were on the wait list and I spoke with you over the past couple of days and now you're admitted, you probably are like, I don't have a QR code. Don't worry. I manually entered all of your names in on the approved list. So when you show up, just give us the last name on the reservation and we have all of the information there. Your pamphlets are ready to go with the adequate wristbands. So I keep talking about wristbands. You're going to get, it's the standard event Tyvek colored wristbands that tape around your wrist. They're going to have the age group written on them. They're folded into your welcome packet, and the color on the wristband corresponds to the place on the beach where you need to be for that child. So our 4 to 6 age range, they're going to be in the yellow roped off pit of sand. The 7 to 12s will be in the blue roped off pit of sand, and then the 13 to 17 will be in the red roped off pit. So, once you get your welcome packet, please go ahead and put the corresponding wristband onto that child just so that we can keep an eye on it and make sure that, you know, we don't have a 13-year-old in with the 4 to 6-year-olds. And in your pamphlet, you get this fold out. It has a map showing where all of the activities are for the day. It shows where the check-in tent is. It shows all of the different areas. And then as well where the after party and fossil identification tent is. We have games over there, and I'll get into all of that here a little later on. So, what you can bring. We are more than happy to have you with some small plastic sifters that are under 10 inches, handheld plastic trowels or little sand scoops. If you're bringing any of these items, please just make sure your child keeps track of them and doesn't leave them in the sand. We'll, of course, do a final sweep at the end of the event, but we want to make sure that, you know, we're leaving the beach better than when we found it. You can bring brushes, paint brushes, little small handheld brooms, anything like that to help brush away sand, anything to uncover what is hidden down up to about 5 inches down in the sand. To keep everything in, small plastic sand bucket, reusable cloth bag, an Easter basket, or if you want to get a collection apron, you can get those at the door for $10. So you can get one of those to keep your finds in for your child. We also will allow you to bring a positive attitude. Of course, we want everyone to have fun, so absolutely, we're going to keep spirits high. Adults, if you want to bring a beach chair or a camp chair as well to sit in at the outside of the plot, since on the 7 and up, it's primarily going to be the youth in there. Feel free to bring some chairs to sit in while you wait and watch everything go on. So things that we don't allow. Metal tools of any kind. That includes metal screens, metal sifters, or sifters over 10 inches in diameter. So, you know, you just need something small. We don't need to bring the whole paleontological excavation kit out there. Long-handled shovels, but, you know, we'll keep an eye on them, make sure that they're secure during the event. Also, if anyone is throwing sand, pushing, running, or has rude behavior towards any of the other guests, we do reserve the right to ask you to leave the event. There will be police detail at the event as well, just because we do have a lot of people out on the event. We've never had any issues in the past, and usually everyone that comes out are really, really good. So don't anticipate any of that, but just please no, especially none of the throwing sand or throwing rocks. That's really the biggest one. It's not a race, really, because everything's hidden. In fact, the last year that we did this in 2019, the 7 to 12 age category, their Meg, wasn't found until like the very end of the event, and I had to really give people some guidance as to what area it was in. So careful searching will be your best friend out there. So there's a lot of things hidden in the sand. I've got the teeth here if you want to see them. So There's one megalodon right there. Really nice, beautiful tooth. Even has some coral left on a corner of the root lobe. So that's one. Another one, this one is actually my favorite. It's just super shiny, gorgeous enamel on that one. So that's one of the other teeth that will be hidden in one of the age groups. And then the last one right here. So all very large teeth, over 4.5 inches long. And these have been supplied by the website Fossil Driven. So we do thank Brian over there for all of his help in securing these. He threw in some extra goodies as well, and so we'll see those come out tomorrow too. So we've got some beautiful teeth there. Also, we've got a ton. I mean, this thing is probably like 15 pounds of teeth right here. Lots of teeth in here. This is just for one of the age groups and just for a certain size of teeth. We, of course, have got some others in here too. Believe it or not, that's not one of the complete ones. Ones like that. Got some really big frags in here too. Some half teeth that are giant. So even ones, you know, they're pretty good for being not the main tooth. So lots of stuff in there. And eggs. You are also going to be keeping your eye out for eggs. There are things hidden in them as well. So if you see an egg, grab it, stick it in your basket. And we've also got red checker tokens. These are going to have numbers on them. There might be a few black ones out there as well, but most of them will be red. They're going to have a number on them. All of the ones with the numbers you can keep till the end in your basket and redeem them at the blue check-in tent for a prize. We got a lot of really cool prizes out there. And there is going to be one checker that says, "Take to Mr. Ash." That's me, of course. If your child finds this one, please find me, call me immediately, and it's going to get redeemed immediately for something. I don't know what it is, but I'm guessing it's going to be pretty cool. So keep your eye out for that one. That's a very special checker token. I've also got a few special eggs. So there's going to be 4 large metallic eggs hidden out there as well, divvied up randomly amongst the 3 plots. 4 metallic eggs total on this size, so they're pretty large. And then there's also going to be 4 smaller golden eggs. You can see they're quite a bit smaller than these big metallic eggs. But each plot is going to have 4 of these golden eggs. If you or your child finds a metallic egg, open it immediately. All of the other eggs, they're going to be an assortment of more traditional Easter egg colors. If you find a metallic one, open it. There's going to be a piece of paper in there saying what the instruction is for that egg. It might be redeemed for a prize. You might be directed to come find me. Whatever it is, take that slip of paper from the golden egg and go wherever it's telling you to go and redeem that paper for whatever it's telling you to redeem it for. Alright. So we've also got other bones, whale vertebrae, dolphin vertebrae, shark vertebrae, fish bones, all kinds of crazy things hidden in the sand too. So it's not just shark teeth. So we'll keep our eyes out for all kinds of fossils, tokens, eggs, goodies, really cool stuff. Alright, like I said, they might be buried up to about 5 inches deep. You know, most of them are probably going to be within about 3 inches or so, but you're going to be moving that sand around a lot, so it might have moved up, and something that we hid, you know, maybe an inch under the sand is now going to be 3 to 5. So just keep that in mind as well. There's really going to be few things on the surface. Alright. All of your tokens, so all of the checker tokens you get, again, redeem them at the big blue tent where you checked in. It'll transform to the prize tent once the whole event starts. If you want, you can return the empty plastic eggs at that time as well. It doesn't matter. You can take them home as well. That's okay. We just won't leave them on the beach. And our volunteers out there, so I'm going to be in a blue polo tomorrow, a little bit more of a royal blue than this shirt. And all of the volunteers and other staff are going to be in bright Dayglow orange shirts with Megs on them. So if you see someone in that, if you need something, flag down one of our volunteers. We do have American Red Cross certified staff and a full first aid kit on site. The police will have a kit as well. So if you do need something, go up to either the police, go up to us, and we'll be more than happy to help you. So, you've just searched through the sand. You've found a whole lot of really cool prizes. You need to get them identified now. So, where do you go for that? In years past, it's been on the beach, but it gets a little congested with, the main event going on and then people leaving and getting all of their prizes checked in and fossils ID'd. So, this year, we are going to have all of that over at Loggerheads Beach Grill. It's a very short walk from where the main event is on the beach. It's just a block walk. You'll have that map in your pamphlet showing you where to go for that. The Mace Brown Museum of Natural History's paleontologists will be at that tent, helping you identify your finds. They're more than happy to have you video them while they're identifying things, typical to what I do at the end of my trips with clients. I'll be over there to help identify fossils as well. And that is our after party. So you can also get food at Loggerheads. Please note they will be serving their regular weekend clients, but taking us on a first come first served basis, probably expect about a 30 to 45 minute wait to get your food. So we do ask you to be patient with them because they can't close down just for our event. We've got a game set up over there as well. For those of you that haven't seen our Plinko game, we will have that up. It is a donations-based game, and all donations, 100% of the proceeds are going to go to the Preparator Fund that we often support with the Mace Brown Museum of Natural History to help support volunteer hours, paid volunteer hours of their college students to prep out all of the fossils within the museum. So we do appreciate any donations that you put towards the Plinko game in order to play and see if you can turn into a fossil. We will also have our full line of fossil jewelry there, as well as some other jewelry that you haven't seen out on the table at the CFA tent. So you're going to see some really cool flame painted copper, and you're going to see a whole line of jewelry that you haven't even seen come up on the website yet. So we have some really cool pieces put together by Tracy Burleson, our silversmith. There's a couple pieces in there that I made as well. We've got fossilized shark poop that has been polished. That is our Poolery line. Some of you might be familiar with that. So you can find some really cool jewelry items at the CFA table. We'll also have our fossil samplers up there. My family's field guide, a beachcomber's guide to fossils, plenty of copies, and spoiler alert, Bob and Pam, my parents are going to be at the event, so you can get a triple autographed copy. So if any of you have a copy that I've signed previously and you're coming to tomorrow's event, bring your copy and you can get my parents' signatures, because that's the real deal right there. There's 3 of us authors. You need to get all of us to sign your book. So we will have those up for sale. We'll have a card reader for sales. You can also, of course, do cash. And then we'll also have a Venmo QR code up. So if you just want to pay via Venmo, we'll have that code posted up on the table for merch sales from CFA. we'll keep the jewelry ones separate, just for the ease of everything. So, we're at the time now for parking and traffic regulations, because Folly Beach is some people think particular about their parking, but it really isn't that particular. It's pretty standard. So anyway, here it is. We're going to be parallel parking with the flow of traffic. So if you're driving down the correct lane, you're going to be parking off on the right. If you see a slot over there on the left, don't cross the road and park, because then you're going to be facing opposite traffic and you're going to get at least a $60 ticket. Don't park in handicapped spots if you're not handicapped. Again, it seems like common sense, but we got to go through it. We don't want anyone getting a ticket from our event tomorrow. Your tires must be off the pavement and or in line with other vehicles if that pavement is extending beyond the white line. So if you park in a paid space or one of the designated beach accesses, there are giant signs. You really can't miss these signs saying, hey, pay here, and you do it with a QR code. There might be some spaces out there still that use cash at a machine, but I think by now most of them are digital and make it pretty easy. Parallel parking on the side of the road is free. You just have to make sure you're in a zone where you can do that. So keep your eyes out for signs that say no parking on this side of the road. Our event's at 3rd Street West on West Ashley Avenue. Once you pass 3rd Street, there's no parking on the right side of the road. It suddenly transitions to the left side of the road. So if you see a spot, go around the block and come back and get it. There are other streets farther from the beach. Look at them. There's plenty of spaces to park along there. Just make sure you're not blocking a fire hydrant and you're also not blocking a driveway. And don't block an emergency exit. For those that don't know, there's only one road on and one road off of Folly Beach. So, like I said at the top of the video, come early. Plan for traffic. I say 15 to 30 minutes minimum planning for traffic. Worst case scenario, you get to the beach early and you sit and you stare at the ocean all morning. I mean, there could be worse things, really. So just come early. That's really the bottom line. And then just hang out and enjoy. You can even beachcomb for some fossils while you're waiting for our fossil pit to open. And, of course, yield to pedestrians and honor any road closures that you might see. I saw that there was road work on West Ashley at the about 1st through 2nd. They're doing something on the exit, the outbound lane on West Ashley. Looks like they're either putting in a sidewalk, which would be nice, or more probable, more paid parking spaces. I spoke with the workers on Thursday. They said it should be, that lane should be open on Saturday, but you never know. Just be prepared for that. That will really only affect whenever you plan to leave. And lastly, of course, we're broadcasting this on social media right now. If you're getting amped, if you want to show your kids gearing up for the event and you want to post about it, please use the hashtag Easter Meg Hunt. EasterMegHunt. That way we can find it. We can search through mainly Facebook. Please share it on Instagram as well. And when you do, also be sure to tag Charleston Fossil Adventures. Mention this is the 3rd annual hunt. Would have been the 5th if it wasn't for COVID, but we want to be safe with our clients. So if you're posting about it and use the hashtag Easter Meg Hunt, whenever we get back from the event, we're going to be sharing some of the cool shots, cool videos of your kids out there. Post during the event as well. Just make sure you use that hashtag, and we can't wait to see all of the excitement from all of our families coming in. We've got, again, I mean, for those that tuned in late, we got one Meg right there. That's one of the plots Megs. That one's my favorite because he is super shiny. Look at that enamel. Really nice serrations on him too. And then we also have this Meg This one has an oyster and some coral on the corner. Really nice teeth. You're going to get information in your welcome packet about all of this, and we really look forward to seeing everyone out there tomorrow. So that's pretty much it, guys. You also got an email, so if you are registered, check your email, because everything we just went through is in print form in there, along with the map. And we'll see you, actually not bright and early, we'll just see you tomorrow morning. And looking forward to it. And without further ado, we'll see you on the next video. Happy hunting, collect responsibly, and we'll see you next time.